Hello and welcome to my channel. Here we learn the lore and stories of the world of Tyria. Today we continue the path of fire zones with the fourth zone, the Desolation. Let's dive into this mysterious and ancient land to see what awaits. As always, you can find the full lore and landmarks on the official Guild Wars 2 wiki. Let's begin. A land of sulfur and shadows. There is a place in the Crystal Desert where even the air feels cursed. The ground hisses, the wind carries not just sand, but the whispers of the dead. It's a wasteland of bone, fire, and blackened stone. This is the Desolation, one of the most dangerous and haunting places in all of Tyria. But it wasn't always like this. Long ago, this land was vibrant and full of life. But then came the war in the heavens. The gods of Tyria battled one of their own, Abaddon, the god of secrets. When he was defeated, his fall shattered the land. Great cracks opened in the earth, and a foul glowing substance poured out. Sulfur, deadly to the touch. The result was the Sulfur Sea, a vast poisonous ocean of yellow and black liquid that stretches through the region. The ground around it became twisted and broken, the sky turned harsh, and the living were pushed out. What remains is a haunted desert scarred by divine anger and ancient war. The reign of Palawa Joko. Many years after Abaddon's fall, a new power rose in the Desolation. Palawa Joko, the undead Lich King of Elona. Joko built his bone palace among the dunes and turned the Desolation into his stronghold. He used undead soldiers known as the Awakened to guard the area and crush his enemies. Some say he even used the poisonous Sulfur Sea as a shield, knowing no army could cross it on foot. So if you find yourself deep in Awakened territory, run, for their king shows no mercy. The Sulfur Wastes. The Sulfur Sea is the most famous and feared feature of the Desolation. It divides the land, glowing bright yellow with heat and corruption. Anyone who steps onto it without protection dies in seconds. This made the Desolation impossible to cross for centuries. But in recent years, with the help of magical skimmer mounts, travelers have found ways to glide over its deadly surface. But danger remains. Beneath the bubbling acid, something always seemed to stir. Jackal Run, the path of sand and shadow. Deep in the Desolation, Jackal Run is a dusty canyon filled with ancient magic and danger. It's home to powerful jackals made of sand and shadow, connected to the nearby Desert Jackal Shrine. High above, at the Jinn Enclave, powerful Jinn teach those worthy how to harness this magic. Here, adventurers learn to control sand and shadow, mastering the swift movements of the jackals. The training is harsh, but rewarding. Only the skilled can call on the jackal's speed and teleportation. The area is filled with mysterious portals and traces of old magic, hinting at ties to the realm of shadows and the ancient forgotten race. Strange whispers and eerie footsteps make the run feel alive with unseen watchers. Jackal Run is a place of tests and rewards. For those brave enough to master the jackal's magic, it offers freedom and swift passage through the harsh desert. Ancient landmarks. Even in all this death, pieces of history survive. Lair of the Forgotten. Hidden beneath the sands lie the remains of the Forgotten, a race of snake-like beings who once fought against Abaddon. Their lair holds magical devices, old shrines, and powerful secrets. These creatures worked to seal evil away, and their warnings still echo in these halls. The Bone Strand. In this area you can find bones scattered and even a farming village with both humans and Awakened. It's a quiet place, but not without danger. The bones crackle with old magic, and strange creatures nest among them. The Bone Palace. This is Joko's fortress, built from bone, stone, and shadow. Though it once served as a center of his power in the region, it now stands empty, or so it seems. Traps still spring, guards still patrol, and the eyes of statues seem to follow you as you pass. Secrets and Shadows. During the events of Path of Fire, the secretive Order of Shadows used the Desolation as a base to plan attacks against Joko and the god Balthazar. They know the dunes better than anyone and whisper of ancient magic hidden deep beneath the sands. Even now, strange rituals happen at shrines, portals flicker in the distance. Some travelers swear they've seen illusions in the heat, images of old gods, battles, or even things that haven't happened yet. The Desolation is unlike any other place in Tyria. It's not just dangerous, it's watching. The land itself feels alive, full of pain and power. But still, brave souls travel here. Some come for treasure, others for answers, and some because they have no choice. If you ever go, remember this. Stay off the sulfur. Don't trust what you hear in the wind. And never walk alone. Now we continue the commander's journey in their hunt for Balthazar. The commander leaves the Elon Riverlands behind, following the trail of Balthazar, the rogue god of war. The truth is now clear. Balthazar wants to kill the elder dragon Kralkatorrik, and if he succeeds, the magic released could destroy all of Tyria. But his trail leads into a place feared by many, the Desolation. The Desolation is a broken land, once torn apart during the god's war with Abaddon, the fallen god of secrets. The land is scarred with deep cracks and rivers of glowing yellow sulfur, deadly to the touch. It's not easy to cross. Walking through the sulfur means death in seconds. And yet, the commander must press on. To help, the secret group known as the Order of Shadows offers their support. They know this place well. They've been hiding in the shadows, watching both Balthazar and the undead forces of Palawa Joko, the tyrant king of Elona. The commander can't cross the sea by foot. They need to use the skimmer, a creature that floats just above the ground. With it, the commander can glide safely across the sulfur sea. However, the Desolation is not empty. Joko's awakened army is here, defending old ruins and strongholds. These undead soldiers fight any who enter their territory, including the commander. But they are not the only danger. Balthazar's forged army also moves across the desert, spreading fire and war. To stay ahead of Balthazar, the commander searches for more of Glint's memory crystals. These glowing shards help to tell the story of Glint, Kralkatorrik's former champion, and her plan to guide the world through the dragon crisis. The memories are meant to prepare Aureen, Glint's scion, to take on her destiny. In the twisting canyon known as Jackal Run, the commander comes across a shrine guarded by magical jackals, beasts formed from sand and shadow. With the help of the Jinn at the floating Jinn enclave high above the desert, the commander is trained in using jackal portals. The Jinn, ancient magical spirits, test the commander and grant them a sand jackal mount, allowing them to blink through barriers and reach hidden places. With this new power, the commander continues the hunt. At the center of the Desolation stands the Bone Palace, once the stronghold of Palawa Joko. Though Joko himself is not present, his influence remains. Inside the palace, the commander learns more about Balthazar's movement and sees signs of what's coming. Balthazar is heading into Vabi, the last region before Kralkatorrik's roost. Aureen, the young dragon, sends visions of fire, destruction, and collapse. If Balthazar kills Kralkatorrik, the world could break apart. There is no more time. With the power of the Skimmer and Jackal mounts, and with the help of the Order of Shadows, the commander races east into Vabi, determined to stop Balthazar before it's too late. The end of the path draws near, and a final battle is coming. This has been the story and lore of the Desolation. I hope you enjoyed this video. This zone is very cool and in a way beautiful to look at, though it is pretty annoying to get around, at least in my opinion. Next time we step into Vabi, the last zone in the Path of Fire story. Will the commander stop Balthazar in time? We will see. With that said, thank you for watching this video. Please like and comment something you thought was interesting or something that I missed. Also subscribe to not miss future lore content in this format. Now, take care, and I will see you in the next story. Goodbye.